How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, as always, Hicksydust, here with another episode of Madden. In this week's game, we will be playing the 10-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium. But first, we'll take a look into how the playoff picture may have changed. We still hold the number 1 seed. It's now the Bucs who will be playing the Rams if the season were to end today, the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons, and the Cardinals and the Vikings. Over on the AFC side, we have the Chiefs and the Browns. The Bengals still hold the number 1, Jets and Patriots, and Colts and Broncos. If we compare the playoff picture between this week and last week, we can see it really hasn't changed all that much. Vikings and Cardinals still play. Green Bay and Atlanta still play. Their positions have just kind of been jostled around the board. The big change comes at number 7, where Chicago, we have traded with LA. And on the AFC side, everything's still the same. But enough of that. Let's just dive into this week's game.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Giants.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Brady now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
Brady's pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
7 brings up.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 8 catches, 84 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And that'll set him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
That's good. good for a Buccaneers first
So
down.
they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
and 7.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Drake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. This pass caught at the 4. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Giorgio
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And a pick.
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
It's a game.
23 yards on the play.
1st down, Giants.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Barkley, the Giant.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, it's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Finding Gabriel complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flush to his right, and it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. New York. Taylor Gabriel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
We have okay. Well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And his kick is right through. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Drake.
33-yard line.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check it. I got one.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Brady now to throw. Evans has it left side. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Staying on his feet. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and...
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on?
And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Giants.
On the carry.
Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deep.
32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. Still going. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Break the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Brady now on 1st down. Then he finds Gronk. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it? Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he powers knows his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me
my time was coming. I've been
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in on this one. This was a real back-and-forth game, a game where we spent most of the game coming from behind. It really wasn't until that fourth quarter where we were able to get that go-ahead score, force them to punt, where this game felt sure at hand. Even when we had to defend one more touchdown, it's Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, so you have to be on your toes. But this was a really good one, in my opinion. Hit that like button if you agree with me. And if you guys enjoyed this game, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on everything Hicksy Dust. I try to post as regularly as I can, but we all know things are tough right now. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave your feedback in that comment section. Keep your eyes to the horizons for more Hicksy Dust content, which is sure to follow, and enjoy the rest of your day.